Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Some hours ago, the indigenous people of Biafra gave a mandate that there will be sit at home come October 1st, 2021, in commemoration with the Independence Day. They said there was really nothing to celebrate over. A lot of persons, I for one, actually thought that that may not be possible, being the fact that telling Nigeria as well that they should be telling their people, that's the Ndibos generally, that they should bring down all hoisted. Nigerian flag. I thought that was mission impossible. Well, you're going to see updates on what happened some hours ago, and of course, what happened. Some flights were actually cancelled over the sit at home. Obviously, they are getting the full attention of the whole country. Before we go to the newspaper to find out what happened to some Nigerian flags in Southeast and of course some other activities that were shut down, like you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you'll see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the planned resumption of Ethiopian Airlines flights to Enugu after over 2 years was stalled Friday due to the sit-at-home order by the indigenous people of Biafra. Ethiopian Airlines had announced on September 19 that it would resume flights to Enugu, the eastern part of Nigeria, from October 1st, to be operated 3 times a week with B787 Dreamliner. It will be recalled that Ethiopian Airlines stopped flights to Enugu in 2019 when the federal government closed the airport for repair of the runway. The resumption of the flight is planned to coincide with the October 1st Independence Day anniversary, according to the ET General Manager in Nigeria, Shemus Araji. Araji said the flight to Enugu on the Independence Day would reinforce Ethiopian Airlines' good relationship with Nigeria since the first flight in 1960. But the expected resumption of the flight did not hold due to the tense situation in the southeast. It was learned. A source said that the flight had been suspended indefinitely while a new date to be communicated in due course. Quickly, in other news, activities that happened some hours ago, major cities and towns in the southeast were devoid of activities yesterday as the people obeyed the sit-at-home order handed down by the indigenous people of Biafra. Major cities like Enugu, Owerri, Abia, Onitsha, Abakaliki, and others were like ghost towns as movement of the people were restricted. As residents of Enugu stayed indoors following the threat of violent reinforcement of the sit-at-home order by IPOB, banks, institutions, and some private businesses also downed their Nigerian flag in their premises. It was also learned that in Enugu metropolis and discovered that all the banks at Ogoi Road, New Haven, Rangers Avenue, and Presidential Road, both in the Independence layout, lowered their national flag. Remember, there was an order by IPOB. There were no flags at the Enugu State High Court complex and the premises of Court of Appeal Enugu Division, though it could not be confirmed whether they were pulled down in observance of the IPOB or other. At the base, a popular event center close to the Court of Appeal, flags of some foreign countries were in place while the Nigerian was down. The case was the same in several of the hotels and Independence layout Enugu. In Onitsha, even street market failed to open yesterday, while school children that normally attended independence celebrations at their respective local government headquarters all stayed at home. Tricycle operators, bus drivers, traders continued to stay at home as some engaged in drinking spree while others played street football in the morning hours. An unusual traffic gridlock hit various parts of Onitsha on Thursday evening as commuters hurriedly tried to get to their various destinations ahead of yesterday's ordered sit at home. Motorists were stuck on the road till the wee hours of yesterday morning along Bridgehead Access, Ogidi Building Materials, Bakery Market along Onitsha Obonigwe Oka Highway. A respondent Okoli trading at all old motor spare part park. That's Mbukwe Mbosi told us that it was better to stay alive and bear the brunt of hardship and loss of money occasioned by the sit-at-home than risk the wrath and die. Also, Ebonyi State was yesterday shut down as banks, markets, and parks in the state were totally closed. Banks in the state also completely removed all Nigerian flags within their premises as directed by IPOB. Our respondent, who moved around the city of Abakaliki, observed that all banks in the town not only shut down but also removed Nigerian flags within their premises. The streets of Abakaliki were all totally deserted as people stayed at home in obedience to IPOB's directive. However, some youth from Akubara Oha Youth Assembly (AYA) marched round the street of Abakaliki early Monday morning to celebrate Ebonyi at 25 and to celebrate the achievement of Governor David Umahi. The Ebonyi State Executive Council members also converged on the Executive Council Chamber, Old Government House in Abakaliki, and discussed the progress and development recorded in the state under Governor David Umahi's administration. In Imo State, residents also stayed at home yesterday, observing the sit-at-home order. All major economic activities were completely grounded as markets, shops, and motor parks remained closed. Even artisans did not go out as usual for their daily activities. There were no vehicular movement in all the roads in the state. Many fuel situations and stations were under lock and key. A resident who spoke to our correspondent on why he preferred to stay indoors instead of enjoying the October 1 public holiday says, "It is better for me to remain indoors than die like a chicken. You know for yourself how people lose their lives during this period. So for me, it's resting there." A commercial vehicle operator added, "I don't want any story of the UGM burning my vehicle. This is the only thing I've got to feed my family," he said. Meanwhile, UGM enforcing the sit-at-home order directed by the IPOB set ablaze two vehicles at Obama, Nguru, and Ahiara junction of Abo Mbise local government area of Imo State. The gunmen were said to have stopped the two vehicles, a commercial bus loaded with passengers, and a truck at Obama and Ahiara junction respectively at about 8 a.m., ordering the passengers of the bus to highlight before setting the bus ablaze. The truck driver was also said to have been lucky as he was said to have escaped before the vehicle could burst into flames. In Abia State, the streets were deserted in Aba, Umuahia, as there was no human or vehicular movement. Banks and schools were closed as the federal government had already declared yesterday public holiday in commemoration of the country's 61st independence anniversary. However, markets and shops in the two cities, which normally open for business on public holidays, were all closed out of fear of UGM. Nigerian flags hoisted in banks in the state were yesterday pulled down in obedience to the order of the indigenous people of Biafra. However, Nigerian flags in public institutions in the state were not removed, as they were seen flying at full marks when the reporter visited some of the buildings. The pro-Biafran group had earlier in the week, in a statement signed by the Media and Publicity Secretary, Emma Powerful, ordered that from October 1, Nigerian flags would no longer be allowed to fly in any public building in the southeast, warning of their consequences in contravention of the order. Let's meet in that comment section. What's your take on everything that had just taken place or that took place as of 1st of October? Obviously, there's actually two governments running, parallel government running in the southeast. One from the agitators, the other from the chief security